Sabar ya guys. Tes, tes, tes. Oke, guys, tegas. Kamu kelihatan di sini. Itu juga betul tuh. Ke formasi lawan coba. Oh, 3150.
What a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. So Jim, who do you identify as the key man in this fixture? Well, Peter, this team has a great engine in the shape of this. That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work. Absolutely, certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Looking to go forward now. This is De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. Shevchenko has it out wide, and it's good effort. Big moment, massive goal. Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Certain, searing, and imperious. Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. The defence let themselves down by not picking them up. I think the boss will be amused. Manchester United themselves unexpectedly behind. Drogba. De Bruyne.
Offside. Aduh.
Leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. And it's Shevchenko. Have got it back, and they'll have another go. Neymar.
Aduh.
Sabani defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard makes the interception. It's Neymar.
Udi. Dua orang lawan Neymar.
Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Neymar. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. And Shevchenko. And here's
Ha ha ha.
Neymar. De Bruyne.
Aduh, De Bruyne now.
So close from him. Bruyne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Somewhat off target. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Gerrard. Tries to pass it through.
Hey.
Shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Welcome guys.
Manchester United have their second corner now. It's rising! It's a fair try, but just on target. Tchouameni certainly knows when he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. This is Drogba. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard. Neymar. Such a chance! That was superb goalkeeping. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. And now they can spring out of defence.
Yes.
It's Neymar. Charbini. Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. Shevchenko wants to run onto this.
Thank you.
No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Manchester United have their third corner.
Woo!
That was a brilliant save. Charbini really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Pass is crossed. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Aduh, ketabrak lagi awalnya oleh modal.
Saban. Hazard. Promising build-up. And Shevchenko.
Oh,
Terrific save from the keeper. No, actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They're up to 5 corners now. Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacks a decent finish. Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it. Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go and get second. It's Drogba. And it's Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Raul. Now, who's going to be first to this? Real chance! That was no routine save. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Hold on, number 2 then.
Doom! Astaga.
Who's going to get there? That's a good ball.
Wow! Neymar, apa itu?
Neymar clearly thought he had the beat the keeper. Most accurate pass. De Bruyne. This is Shevchenko. Romani does well to get it back. Hazard. Well measured. Adams cuts it out. Neymar. Control.
Aduh,
Saves the saves.
cakep banget tuh.
Well, it looks like we have a shot. And that is indeed the final act. Last either half full or half empty. Neither side yet trying to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half time. Big way point to the game. Well, it's fantastic watch.
Pelaka Timur FC, oh kayaknya orang
When Husky said no,
apa ya? Luar Jakarta ya.
has been tight, has been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. And at half time, the score is 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Neymar, Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. And it's De Bruyne. And it's been played through.
Aduh,
Excellently dealt with.
tapi kesukaannya tadi ya.
Workout for the rugby play. Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly read.
Oh, wasit. Apa itu? Masa kejatuhin sih? Balik tadi nggak bisa lagi.
Cut out, well played. De Bruyne, Shevchenko.
Cakep.
There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory. He's just managed the apple on top of the tree. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. Yeah, intended to tease the keeper if he can get to it, but it just eased the way to catch the inside of the post. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Aduh.
Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, good read. That was well played, well stopped. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Cakep banget sih.
Yes, it's going to go down. They dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection. Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it. Let me tell you, it was measured, it was simply inch perfect. Manchester United dragged themselves back again. Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted.
Neymar, apa itu Neymar? Cakep, cakep.
Pass, but he couldn't get there.
Aduh.
Time's good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Thank you, Raul.
Back in front. Another moment of magic. A
Zoom.
real wow moment. That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add. That's right. Well, see, saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. Comes for safety. De Bruyne. Kimmich. Rijkaard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Time into possession. Raul. Shevchenko dominates area so often. De Bruyne. This is the time you need that pace. Not the pass, but can he get there? He has found a way through. Indonesians surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking it easy in defensive route by now. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's well seen too. Over to the right flank. Now it's De Bruyne. And this is Shevchenko. Neymar. And Shevchenko. Bumps him off in and wins back the ball. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Could run on to that. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. It's not gone well. Raul looking to add to his goal. It's a nicely shaped ball. Raul.
Cuk.
Oh, it rattles the bar. Coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. That's picked away. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe inches forward. He's in a great position here. Great ball that he's in here.
Cakep banget.
And that's it. And there we have it. The two-goal cushion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy. That's an extremely finishing man. He's done that so often. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago.
Thank you, keeper.
He's going to be first to this.
Gigi keeper. Ini kiper.
He's got away. That's nice. Palmer, just a little bit too strong. And the shot! It's anyone's fault now. Pass. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. So what do you take away from it all, Tim? Indonesia definitely impressive here, especially the way that attack fit. Whether it was legal play, running in behind, this has just been a great day in the office. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Guys, ada yang mau join main gol emas nggak? Dapat gerak. Guys, tes. Guys. Ada yang mau join nggak main dapat gol emas? Kita cari Gerard yuk. Aduh, nggak boleh. Masih lawan. 3-2 guys.
Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. On the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Well, Frankfurt is still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone with a defensive mindset. Well, I'd be hard pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined. And it's Drogba. This looks promising.
Pele.
He's got away.
Pele.
Saves the saves. Needless to say, that deserved better. He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Either of these two would come off second best. Neymar and
Ini
Alvaro
pelarinya
both
kencang
welcome
banget
him
ya.
back.
Sekali keren.
Now towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot. Quick to recover this. Fluminense has themselves a corner, I think. Yes. Fluminense with their first corner. First in the game for either side, actually. Has the chance to go the other way. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's played it in low.
Ya ampun, salah deh.
Oh, hey, that man almighty thump. And it looks like he's annoyed with himself there. Didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he? So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges? Both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. It's wrong!
Aduh, keeper
And he
ini.
looked every bit the assured keeper there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Aduh, Rahul.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play it in. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Drogba dominates areally so often. So we're still where we started right now. He's on it. Can he get away? Good read. Can he finish? And no, just off target. Oh,
Ya ampun. Yes.
And kept out by the most elastic.
Bang Malik.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. And now they can spring out of defence.
Ini Mas Malik ya.
Shot could be on. Thanks, good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Is the team's great visionary.
Dua.
And it's Neymar. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's a searching pass.
Aduh.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Indonesian are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners. Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes. Yeah, you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Aduh.
Found the way through.
Yes.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery. That's a fine save. Well, I thought the starting position was good, and that helps to keep the judgment right on the ball and deal with well. Now, can they get him away? Good work on the right flank here.
Macam tu.
The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Neymar. Now De Bruyne. Brilliant pressing going on here. Now it's Neymar. We can run on to that.
Ampun, pilih.
Unapologetic.
Apa yang kau
A system
perbuat,
that's
Bale?
almost personal. And it has been. Promising position. That's tidy.
Haha.
Corner it is. Corner number 3 coming up. Nakata, short. Here's Nakata. No, he's not getting his way this time. Kochu takes a shot.
Speak.
So the fourth quarter of the game. Nakata makes it short. Might come loose. Drogba.
Ya ampun.
Ball's gone astray. Nicely.
Aduh. Bel sepertinya kamu
Drogba. It's Drogba. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Now we're in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They'd rather cancel each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Neither side gets off the mark. Definitely not from the one that tried. There's been plenty of industry and hard work as well as some good defending. So I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet. Still waiting for this to take off. Game's goalless at half-time. Away we go again. Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to light sooner rather than later. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. De Bruyne. The movement is stately. Speed is slippery. So able to hold on this time. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's De Bruyne. He is through here. In with the challenge. Bennett. Danny Olmo. Doesn't pass, but can get there. De Bruyne. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. O'Reilly. It's Vinicius Junior. Nicely spread. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. So really well measured ball.
Jaka.
Take something very special to keep them with to get down and draw that out. It's a quality goal. Tunisia have taken the lead. Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed because we have a very different game on our hands now. And that interception was most necessary. That's
Banget tuh,
positioning.
sampai.
So good from it. Vinicius Junior running a top gear, placing it low. There. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. You've got to keep pushing. This is a really front-footed approach. I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get changed. And it's right up. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Aduh.
To see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic. So changes afoot here, and from both sides, things are starting to look very comfortable. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. He squeezed the play and he gave no chance to get on the turf. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. We should have done a lot better, but the final ball was very poor. That's been intercepted. That was well played, well stopped. Perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Kimmich. That's Palmer. Sharp little ball here. So no flag here. Nice boy, and instinctive save. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. He's in a great position here. Just off target. Messi.
Aduh, Messi.
Spot on. O'Reilly. Passing his crisp and sharp. O'Reilly. Oh, that's fabulous. He leaps for it.
Thank you, keeper.
How did he not put that away? It's a good effort. You can sense that they're up for years. This needs to be sustained now.
Keeper, thank you, keeper. Kita ganti Kimmich, kita apa Kimmich.
They're up to 5 corners now. Neymar for the short one. Independense with another chance for the corner. Capitalizing. That's 6. It's made its way to him. Greatly! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's almost like he gets too much thinking time, coaches. It's the belly. Now, can he find a finish? It might impress.
Cakep banget si kepalanya.
Watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Ayo, jangan sampai dia.
Really smart move, Peter. Defense let themselves down by not taking them up. I think the boss will be pissed. They'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way.
Aduh.
He's found a way through.
Yes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No hard edges from here.
Yes.
Moments now away from seeing this one out.
Uh.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Look at the space here. Now that and surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched. Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Yes.
And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Drogba taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. With final thoughts, Jim? Indonesia, definitely impressive.
Hai Oce Bunga, selamat bergabung Oce Bunga. Masih lawan bukan melawan 3. Aku coba pergi bilang dulu dengar suara apa ini, dengar suara apa ini saja. Tuh. Guys, ada yang mau mabar nggak dapat gerak? Gerak, lumayan loh. Ayo yang mau join, ayo. Saya buka room. Kita cari gerak yuk.
Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he? Absolute. And we all know that his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability. What do you mean by that? Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive. That's best for the flank. Adams does really well to win the ball there. And Shevchenko. Neymar. And it's Riker. Disappointed with that. Here's Solos. Now it's Osimhen.
Osimhen.
Mendes finds himself offside.
Aduh, nyangkut. Yes. Aduh. Tidak biasa itu, guys. Cakep.
towards the right wing. De Bruyne delivers. Cleared without hesitation. McTominay. Mendes. Nicely spread. Solot.
Osimhen, sorry, Osimhen.
Neymar. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Nicely waited there.
Cakep. Aduh! Lagi! Aduh!
It's not the game you were
Aduh!
hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective involvement. McTominay. That's not from well. Neymar. Passes the best. And it's Locatelli. Works straight back. Looking for options for movement.
Awas! 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 Dia bisa.
Neymar. He is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. He's found a way through. Shoot!
Yes.
And that's a race for the ball. Needed to be more decisive in the end. Locatelli cannot be that slow. And it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Saya nyangkut gitu.
And now they can
Lari. Neymar. Aduh, Neymar ke depan.
that was very renovated. Back towards the other side. Pogba. Spread out to the left. Looking for the run. Shevchenko. Neymar. Shevchenko. De Bruyne. Cutting out. It's Hakimi. Yeah, they were looking for a counter attack. Here's Solot. Mendes. Ball swung in. It's the second corner of the game. Shot could be on. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, what lie!
Fly.
Oh, that one stopped. No damage in the
Oh,
end.
fly.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Fly, roughly.
Solot. Mendes.
Aduh.
It's a little undercooked. Saliba. So still we are
Aduh,
where we
nyangkut loh.
began.
Nyangkut dulu.
Real chance here. Mendes. Here's Solot. Off pass, but can he get there? Quick to react. Mendes. It's McTominay. 30 minutes gone. Half time closing in. Nice physical challenge. Drogba going forward. Oh, that's fabulous. This is Shevchenko.
Aduh, Shevchenko. Couple with Shevchenko.
Solot. Spread it left. And that interception was most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it. He says that is that for the first half. It has been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. It just lacks that telling breakthrough moment. Just to break it down. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes? Well, it's been done with a lot of frustration with Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to put their quality to reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back on the way. Shevchenko! Sharp and fitting, but not quite. Oh, The technical control was exquisite. The pull of the Thames was exasperating. McTominay over to the right flank. It's Osimhen, and he's lost his man here. And the shot!
Waduh, sadis banget.
That is a chip! An absolute chip! And the game has liftoff! That really is quite fabulous. All of his own doing. So the first moment of real significance. Perfect start to the second half.
Topper apa itu?
More focus, more energy. And it's paid off beautifully. Mendes. Hakimi. Neymar. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Now to the left flank. Saliba.
Aduh, nyangkut mulu sih, Bambang. Bambang, kenapa nyangkut, Bambang?
So, third corner of the game. He'll try from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. McTominay. Mendes in acres of space out wide. Great chance!
Yes.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Samasuki.
Number 4 coming up here. Tries a shot! Has the chance to go the other way. Oh, well measured. This is Shevchenko. Can he finish?
Apa sih Shevchen? Shevchen, apa itu Shevchen? Shevchen apa itu? Masa nggak gol ya?
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Here's Batistuta. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. And the goalkeeper's got his hands
Ya
up.
ampun.
Big relief, it just needed better contact. Well, at least he was in the right position. Yeah, quickly
Untuk
enough.
Kimmich.
Like that.
Aduh.
Now it's Osimhen. Hakimi. It's a nut to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tunisia, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. just a quarter of an hour to play. Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Offside ya.
Offside that time.
Save change, keluar lagi save change.
Coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ini Messi juga sebelah kepala ya Messi ya. Messi. Aduh telat. Ya dibalikin lagi dong, jadinya jelek banget. Ayo harus bisa kejar. Ayo.
Intricate passing to progress the ball. And it's Messi.
Messi! Thank you, Messi.
About as smooth as it gets. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it. Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity wouldn't do. So they have it all to do again. Indonesia really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up, force the issue. The referee's awarded a free kick. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And this is the big chance.
Adam.
Right card with the clearance.
Duh.
Most convincing of passes.
Duh.
Chance.
Aduh, Messi buat kesalahan lagi dong.
So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? There was no getting to that.
Aduh, mesong.
Excellently done. He had the whole picture
Baru
in his head,
dipuji
Peter.
sebentar
Didn't he?
Messi,
Look at the
Messi.
goalkeeper. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just seeing the ball now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And here's Mohamed Salah to Pele. To make sure that's not getting through. Quality ball. Always looking for that half a chance. Now it's Szoboszlai. Messi.
Aduh. Kenapa ketemunya out dulu?
Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. You might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. At the end of the game, reflections on Peter, but this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. The game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. anticipation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win. And he helped to introduce the footballing flag. He's had a shot! It's loose now, they want to get it back. Nearly, but not quite. If you can pull that, Tacho gets across to intercept that. Gerard. And this is Shevchenko. And the shots! It's in! Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defense saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than
Cakep
toes.
banget loh.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. Welcome to the reality of modern football.
Kok ke situ sih? Udah mulai parah ini. Aduh, oke sih. Sekarang kok gini.
Very much that this was in the script. Good pressure, just pounding him
Tadi
off.
sih oke banget.
It's Neymar. Right guard makes the interception. Now it's Bale. Now it's De Bruyne. Can he get it through? Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Chance for a shot!
Aduh, bisa kena gitu loh.
Totti. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neymar. Intricate passing to progress the ball. Oh, Gerard!
Cakep banget.
And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise. Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at him, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Kuat banget sih bodinya, guys.
Monaco are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been. He leaps for it. The keeper has reacted superbly there. Really looks sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Sharp little ball here. Broken pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there.
Ada apa ini? Ada apa? Ada apa? Ada apa? Ada apa? Ada apa?
They are cruising.
Ada apa,
Again,
guys?
in 8 strikes, and they are soaring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Udah mulai ya.
The pass was perfect. All the other team was just apply the finishing touch.
Tuh kan, udah mulai kayak gitu tuh.
Complete control. Oh, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, they'll keep pressing like that as long as they can. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave no chance to get up the turn.
Kok ke situ lah?
Mixing it out wide.
Kenapa larinya ke situ, Bel?
Down and sinking.
Aduh.
It's run loose here, and he's got the beating of his man.
Astaga. Astaga, apa itu?
Still half time. Can they get him away? It's Drogba. Now he's running away.
Itu dia.
It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened. But still, it's very. Oh, what's he done?
Toket,
He has
toket.
found a way through. Small kick. This is De Bruyne. Lovely pass, but can he get there? De Bruyne. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. It's just about came out on top, but they were so contested.
Sebenarnya gitu. Guys,
Ryerson
balik lagi sih.
looking for the chance to skip one in from range. Neymar. It's Neymar. Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort. Yeah, I guess he tried one of his specials. De Bruyne. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. No. Brugge is in a really good position out wide. Brugge stood his ground strongly. It's Kimmich.
Kimmich kampret bener Kimmich.
This is Neymar. Neymar. Shot to Gentoffi. And that's a tiny finish. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching back. Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it. Monaco, probably stronger, better, superior. And here's Shevchenko, and he is dashing away. So now it's a race for the ball. And it's half time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Down the quick requests. One to our World Charity Fund. Substitution point for number 14. Period is underway. Trying to shake things up. In a change in personnel. Different to some extent in this half. Shot goal! Off the post! Rijkaard. De Bruyne. No, he's not getting past it there. Totti. He's found a way through. That is good.
Apa itu?
Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. And he shoots! Zanet.
Kok bisa kayak gitu ya? Nyangkut gitu loh, paling jauh loh.
Knocks it into space. Looking to play it in. The through ball. Can he finish? No mistake. They're back within reach. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Well, let that be a lesson to us, Peter. You
Aduh.
have to stay focused at all times. And he loves it, comes Shevchenko.
Yes.
That is decidedly lacking. So let's
Tidak bisa bola kepala sih itu.
play ball and he's in here. Here's Shevchenko. Now it's Bale. Now it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Aduh, sama juga ganti juga.
Gerrard.
Sama juga
Purposeful
itu.
running this. Chance.
Bentar gua kegesek
That's
gitu.
it.
Masa itu aja nyangkut sih.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Just when they thought they may be in the wooden, then ship as goal as the other, and the more teams wonderful counter-attacking. So how's he had time to even react?
Ah, nggak sa netting, nggak Kimmich sama wae.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. So now the difference is 3. So Netty, looking for options for movement. Neymar. This is Shevchenko. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And these two have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Ah,
Throw it. Saliba. And that's another throw. And it's Shevchenko. That was a decent ball. There they go. Hitting again.
lah elah.
Apparently nothing wrong with it.
Ya.
Shot! That's a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't. Well, he didn't full mark.
Sweng, kemana sweng?
You really shouldn't be left on mark. A little like that. I don't think you could even look. It's Totti!
Malah ke situ sih.
Another goal!
Opernya ke depan, ke depan.
How many? Just how many? The golf in class is fast.
Ada juga opernya ke situ.
And you can't blame them. Seems like it's gloriously the performance. Yeah, it's all happened now. To a doubling of intention, urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Now it's Neymar.
Ya astaga. Kayak gitu sih ya.
Wins the duel this time. That's well spotted. Monaco have a chance to counter here. He's shifting through the gears here, and he's in on goal. Beautiful simplicity about this contest.
Ampun, ampun, ampun bos. Ampun, ampun, ampun. Masa opernya kayak gitu, ampun, 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 ampun. Ampun.
His way through.
Ampun.
And the shot. And it's fading wide. He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run. Rest. Gerard looking to add to his goal. And Shevchenko just eases him off the ball. De Bruyne. Gerard. Great shot! And there's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is very punishing. I can see something's dropping here, though, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if we're not careful. Another one. This must be his personal high. He goes for a shot. 4 extra minutes. Totti. Palmer does well to get it back.
Astaga, 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 astaga.
Oh, red, nice interception. And that is as far as it goes. Tunisia suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Indonesia desperately came to impose themselves on the game. The side would be flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that. Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Masih apa tuh, Cok?
Noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we are underway. Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many. A always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance. And obviously epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else. He boasted a playing style that was so unique to the first centre forward, perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little hits.
Cakep banget Bel.
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of this caliber can already scored with a brilliantly classic finish, it could be a very long match for that defensive commitment happening again. And wow, he has given that a right on it. That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Aduh, Bel.
So a breakthrough already.
Ya elah, tuh opernya ke situ.
Strumper
Masih diajarin lagi cara oper.
tries to play it through. And this is Pele. Oh, a guillotine shot. And the shot.
Aduh,
And again. And he looked every bit reassured keeper there. Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Yes, Sinbando with the corner. There first. Bale plays it short. And here's Bale. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Ampun deh, belet.
Here's
Itu
Hazard.
kan bisa dijemput, Bel.
Oh, that was vital.
Kenapa buat ribet sih hidup lu, Bel?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalize on now. Goal continued.
Ampun.
Could have done himself a massive favour by just
Ampun
lifting his head up there.
deh. Astaga. Selalu deh.
Now it's Bale. Wide. He is through here. There's the shot.
Kenapa gak
And
gol?
kept out by the most fantastic of players. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Can't beat a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Looking to go forward now. Kimmich. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Drogba. Raul. Face to face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This is Drogba.
Kadang di situ gue benci Drogba itu. Akselerasinya jelek banget.
Have their third quarter. He's going for goal! And he has kept it out somehow. Really looks sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ya ampun. Up.
Quick to recover there.
Jemput Neymar. Terus si Neymar ngapain pelangga-pelangga di situ tuh? Astaga.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment. That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter. So that's two now without the pride. Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with two up. Pele can see things others simply cannot.
Cari hal.
Josh,
Cari hal.
Kimmich,
Cari hal.
and Neymar. There's spots it and intercepts. 30 minutes gone. Promising build-up. Pele not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, well played, well sorted out. We need to play it in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's Riker.
Iya, kenapa gitu?
Somewhat less than ideal. Well, everything up to the
Stop.
final pass was decent. We just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go. Once more, Cruz reaching off the back. Great vision. This is Hazard. It's Hazard. Oh, it's coming loose. Oh, what has happened
Direct
here?
ke sana ya. Tolong.
Oh, three shots. And he's following up. Loose now, they want to get it back.
Ada.
Hazard. De Bruyne. Oh. Neymar. Kimmich. Neymar. That's well. It's fair. De Bruyne.
Ya ampun,
Really big,
sampai
terrific at snuffing out the threat.
sampai kayak gitu sih.
Had it taken off him. And he is dashing away. That's it, 45 minutes up. Anything you'd like to express on the first half?
Aduh.
Well, so far. So the manager has to make his opportunities to special work. Just about sort out the first 45 minutes and we'll be back.
Boleh nggak lu ganti lu? Ah, Neymar jelek juga nih. Iya bagus tuh Neymar.
So, into the second half. I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach. They have to go for it and try and pull them back. They also have to be aware of the problems. No, again, there's no way through. That's been intercepted.
Ah,
Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions. Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that. People on. De Bruyne. He's come out this half somewhat altered. I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. Can they get him away?
suket.
To that, and that is that.
Masa bisa dapat sih dia?
Here's back to Spencer. This is De Bruyne.
Ya, apa kayak gitu tuh?
Now it's fair. To be well there. With the rangefinder there.
Ah,
Evidence of the
apa sih ini?
made it look a bit predictable. Now it's fair. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it. Yeah, they should have run
Buat
until the
ini nggak ada yang jelas.
that'll have stirred a little concern. Well, pleasing to see here how a lot of the attacking players can't drop it back anymore. And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter attack.
Susah banget sih nih football sekarang opernya.
Throw it. Perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Astaga, masa nggak dapat sih?
Real chance. Hazard. That's great defending. He just makes sure he's in the right place to block it. Makes the keepers very clean. Thomas in position. Kimmich.
Toke dok.
And no way through zone. And he's running through. Pele, an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger. Well, you can't grumble when a player of these tries to make something happen. Bale has got himself a free kick. And here's Messi.
Astaga, bodinya keren banget sih,
Concentrated on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly. Shaping up to have a threat from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Fail! Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Bale makes a dash for it. Some beautiful simplicity around this contest.
Apaan sih, belet.
Dogged defense on the other. Number 23, Hazard, coming on the field. Now it's Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A sharp little ball here.
Apa tuh?
Target.
Nggak jelas banget sih.
And easy to see up to bash their heads against the brick wall. So that centre move forward. It's just no zone.
Masa perih kayak gitu sih?
Referee rightly gives them offside. It's Palm. Bale. And this is Bale.
Biar opernya kayak toke, terus over belakang gitu sih.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Bale charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bale stood his ground strongly. The movement is stately, speed is slippery. Defense though able to hold on this time. Bale. And this is Pele. He's in a great position. And the ball's come loose here.
Astaga, nenek.
Indonesia really have been second best. Second to
Gue opernya ke sayap loh, bukan ke sip depan loh.
Good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable. Pass. Kimmich. Now it's Hazard. That's been cut out one way. Oh, easy pickings there.
Ya astaga,
Looking for options.
bodinya kuat banget sih orang sih.
That was superb goalkeeping. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Now it's Pele, and this is Bale. Ages and forces him off the ball. This is Bale, and he's managed to get free.
Swing.
Wonderfully well there. Listen, with those situations, the always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Example, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Your reflection, says Jim. Well, Jim, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Ada yang cedera, ada yang kena kartu merah. Lag lagi. Panas guys. Aduh, biar panas. Keras ya guys. Laptop udah panas banget. Informasi. Dia udah main 1,5 jam. Oke. Pantas nge-lag. Udah panas. Lupa beli itu lagi.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're underway. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti. Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest in the lot. And what sets him apart? Consistency and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all round. Here's Agahawa. Madrid and a free kick.
Racikan.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Shevchenko! Well, that's a race for the ball. Shot goal! And that would have been some goal. Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame to finish that now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And right makes the interception.
Patas nge-lag ya.
Alexander Arnold.
Laptopnya udah overhead.
Just alert to the possibilities. Bale carries the ball down the right. He's found a way through. Boxing off it and wins back the ball.
Bale kalah sama Van Dijk.
He evidently loves the contest. Zielinski. Comes to nothing. So far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Someone off target. Keeps with the rangefinder there. Evident annoyance. Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass is lack pace. Steps in, and that's the end of that. Here's Agahawa. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
It's
Quick to react.
aduh.
McAllister. Agahawa. And Shevchenko. Great defending, strong and determined. It's a lovely deep pass. Driving forward. Agahawa. Looking for the run. Taking a chance. Loose ball now. There's a chase on to retrieve it. It's tough. Great ball here. Right guard. Well to revert with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's kicked his way. Chance for a shot.
Aduh.
Clipping a corner, and the referee concurs. Well, height can make all the difference on these set pieces. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Touré. Madrid are looking to go forward now. 20 minutes gone. Really do like their passes from deep, Peter, making good use of that quarterback position.
Aduh, bahaya.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. That's going to be a booking. Well, talk about being hard to keep a rock and a hard place. I don't think we have much choice there. Well, looks tape. Certainly looks appetizing, well within shooting range.
Apa sih nggak bisa berhenti sih? Isuai bener nih. Jelek banget sih nih. Laptopnya udah panas soalnya. Udah panas. Ya ampun.
Giving way and being tight. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Good passing, looking to progress the ball. Goes for a shot! He scored! And there is your opener. Unstoppable.
Harus dipendingin laptop nih kayaknya nih.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of
Dan James nggak pakai pendingin laptop lagi. Gawat.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time. Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Here's Agahawa.
Ada hawa, tidak ada hawa. Ada hawa di mana ada hawa?
Seems plenty of space here.
Ah,
And he's in on goal.
wuh,
It's
apa
just a
itu?
moment to score a goal. And we've reached half time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. The picture going at half time with a game to chase. Now, you don't get any points for staying on, but thanks, this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So right back into the action. Indonesian can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times it really even looks as if they know what they're doing. And they win it back again. Slivinsky. And that could set him on his way. He's free. He has got and the shot.
Ya astaga, gas.
Sacred goal.
Astaga naga, astaga naga.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the
Astaga
finish. That's what the game is all about.
naga.
Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment. Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it. It's a clutch in there. De Bruyne. And this is goal. Due.
Yuhu, keren kali ya, keren.
Brave defending, and they got away with it. Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Sorry. And here's the corner.
Swing.
They've had their chance.
Udah tendang juga loh itu.
Now they've got to stir a revival. And Shevchenko looking for options for movement. Adams cuts it out. Kimmich to it. Promising build-up. Due. Tough pass.
Yuha.
Finish certainly didn't match the build-up. That's really well played. It's the type of look to be off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside. It's McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp. Agahawa. To it. It's Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Where it came from. He's shifting through the great chance.
Swing. Raul.
Do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. De Bruyne. And Due. Rijkaard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Aduh,
Batistuta. Immensely obsessed with getting to the ball.
ampun deh. Ini cakep banget.
Now there's a fine ball. And the referee has given the game mercy. Tunisia really couldn't have done without this. This further to improve their cause.
Yes.
This time, surely. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Aduh. Apa itu kakak? Apa kakak?
That's just as the manager would have seen it, and impact some. Madrid's find a position of real strength now. Now it's Mbappe. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Control. And the Smiths had a shot.
Yuh.
magic. A real wow moment. Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much. They feel to something here. Can they get him away? Here's Ferran Torres.
Hehehe, apa itu gue udah dapat loh. Aduh,
Sharpened ball here.
aduh, 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 aduh. Swing, swing,
Battling over in the
swing.
faces of the opposition. McAllister. Shake ball. Big chance! That's a sharp finish. Forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it's very well played. Great pressure to force the error. Madrid simply comfortable.
Edge.
Nielsen. To play it in. It's McAllister. Oh, really well played. He has found a way through. He's in a great position here. We're offside. So we have more activity on the bench here. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away.
Ah, dapat banget.
He's done him a big favour, I think, by taking them off. He was looking very, very late. Oh, that's fabulous. You know, Josh, we should have waited for some good. Neymar. That's been intercepted. He read that really well and stopped it.
Ah, kemudian masuk kita nggak dapat bola sih.
It's made its way to it. Now it's seen it. And it's been played through. And a chance! And there's a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal.
Ya,
So smooth. A signature.
aduh.
Critical of that defense then, but the timing was pretty much perfect. It's a gloriously creamy performance. Now it's Danny Olmo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, but he wins out. Saliba. No, that's going to make it. Danny Olmo. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. It's Matistis. Raul. The referee has his flag raised for offside.
Oke guys, thank you guys. Udah nge-lag soalnya udah panas. Thank you udah nonton 1053 orang. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.